Hi aspirants, welcome to Vishnu IAS Academy. As part of Prakriti series that we are taking up, we are here with a new topic today. So as I have already discussed regarding COP27 and Paris Agreement, as I have already told you, I would be discussing Kyoto Protocol today. What is Kyoto Protocol all about? It was signed in the year 1997. So here are the basic details that I have jotted down regarding the Kyoto Protocol. The main objective of the Kyoto Protocol is nothing but greenhouse gas emissions. See, every protocol, every agreement or every convention will have an objective. Kyoto Protocol is all about greenhouse gas emissions. When you say Sendai framework, you should be remembering disaster management. In the same way, Kyoto Protocol is all about reduction in greenhouse gas emissions and particularly 6 gases which are present that I would be discussing in the next slide. So here, when was it adopted? It was adopted in the year 1997 on 11th December. See, these are the basic details that you can remember. See, when you are reading, read it like a story and remember the basic facts. These are the basic facts that one should be remembering. So if you quote the facts, that will, that will give an impression to any examiner or the person whoever reading that you are more, you are more sufficing and your statement is more substantiated. So these are the basic information. So it was adopted on 11th December 1997 and it came into force on 16th February 2005. The countries, number of countries that have taken part in Kyoto Protocol is 192 countries. So these are the basic details, and as I have already told, whenever we read about a protocol, you should be knowing about the targets related to it and some most important things that come to our mind when we read a protocol. See, common but differentiated responsibilities is one concept. When you read Kyoto Protocol, this will be repeated many times. And from Kyoto Protocol, this has been a major debating issue. So, common but differentiated responsibilities, you should be like, just I'll be substantiating each and every word so that you will be defining the statement yourself. See, what is so common? Common is nothing but, what is so common in this concept? You have to reduce greenhouse gases. That is common for both developed and developing countries. Common but differentiated responsibilities means differentiated responsibilities. Why should we have a differentiated responsibility? Because historically there were many polluters and recently we are polluting. That means developing countries are the recent polluters. Developed countries have been polluting for so long. So we should have a differentiated responsibility. That means the pace at which you reduce, the pace at which the developed countries reduce the emissions should not be equal with the developing countries, because developing countries need to answer their food security, answer their development procedure and all, whereas developed countries have already developed at the cost of emissions that we are paying. Okay, so Kyoto Protocol has divided countries into two, developed countries and developing countries. So developed countries are nothing but historical polluters, recent polluters are nothing but developing countries. Which countries come under developing countries? Please let me know in the comment and give 2 examples of it. Which countries come under historical polluters? Please give me 2 examples in the comment section. Next, when we see any protocol, any convention for that matter, you should be knowing what are the targets, what are we working for. So, Kyoto Protocol work for 3 important things. One is to improve resilience. Resilience is nothing but the ability to deal with the change is called resilience. So, improve resilience of those countries which are facing the wrath of climate change and emission, like there is an increase in the greenhouse gas emission, wrath of those greenhouse gas emissions on the countries should be improved, like resilience of those countries should be improved. This is one thing. And the second thing is obligatory targets on developed countries, like 37 countries plus 1 EU, that is European Union. These countries have obligatory targets as part of Kyoto Protocol. Obligatory are nothing but you have to do, that is set rules. So Kyoto Protocol has set obligatory rules on developed countries, not on developing countries, because developing countries are recent polluters. We have a differentiated responsibility. So this point. Next, what are the targets of which gases we are targeting? So as part of Kyoto Protocol, we have targeted at 6 gases. They are carbon dioxide, hydrofluorocarbons, perfluorocarbons, methane, nitrous oxide, sulfur hexafluoride. These are the 6 gases that are part of targeting procedure of Kyoto Protocol that we have targeted to reduce their emissions. Next, when we see mechanisms, whenever I speak of a Kyoto Protocol like Paris Agreement or COP27, every time, see back then I was discussing about G20. There you have heard about something called TRIOCA. See, every particular protocol will have some buzzword. These are the mechanism, these are the 3 buzzwords that are famous from Kyoto Protocol. So in order to know this, we should understand the meaning of this concept. So I am here explaining these 3 concepts. First is clean development mechanism. What is clean development mechanism? Clean development mechanism is nothing but developed countries emit more loose carbon credits. So every country will have a Kyoto quota. That means developed countries will have a Kyoto quota. While they emit more, they will lose more carbon credits. In order to balance this, they have to purchase carbon credits from those countries which are not using the carbon credits in order to fulfill their Kyoto quota. By this, all this procedure is nothing but clean development mechanism. That means they are maintaining their development procedure by balancing their emission procedure by buying the carbon credits. This process is nothing but clean development mechanism. And next, when we come to emission trading is one buzzword. Whenever you read Kyoto Protocol, people will get confused with emission trading and also joint implementation. There is a bit confusion. So I'll clear it out here. See, emission trading is nothing but unused emission units will be traded in a market like any other. What is a marketplace in general? Marketplace is nothing but, see, I being a farmer will produce 100 kgs of tomatoes, let us assume. See, whatever I use for my personal purpose, and I'll bring to a place that is market where there are buyers and who are in need of tomatoes will buy it. This is a simple meaning of a market. So when we come to the emission trading here, emission trading is nothing but, see, I being, let us take an example of a country like India. Let us assume that I have 100 units to be used in the year 2022. So I have used only 80 units and I am in surplus with 20 units more to be used. But I am not in a capacity to use those 20 units. USA, a developed country, have used 120 units this year. That means they need to buy 20 more units in order to balance their emissions. So what I will do is, I will sell my 20 units and USA will buy those 20 units in a carbon market. That means here in this market, carbon is treated as a commodity. So here emission trading, unused emission units will be traded in the carbon market in order to maintain their emission targets. Next, joint implementation. Joint implementation is nothing but, joint implementation is one such concept where a country will be investing and the other, suppose let us assume X and Y countries. X is one country, it wants to take up one project which helps in the emission reduction, greenhouse gas emission reduction. And country Y is one country which wants to invest in technology as well as financially it want to invest. So these two countries will be taking up a project which will help in the emission reduction. So this is nothing but joint implementation. These are the 3 different concepts that are part of Kyoto Protocol. Next, when we come to at the end, we are coming here to Doha Amendment. Doha Amendment was happened in the year 2012 on 8th December. So, Doha Amendment has brought second commitment period to Kyoto Protocol. Second commitment period of Doha Agreement is from 2013 to 2020. So, what is the first commitment period of Kyoto Protocol? Please comment, let me know in the comment section. See, Kyoto Protocol was signed in 2005. So, there will be a first commitment period and there is a different, from 2013, 2012 when Doha round happened, we have taken a second commitment period, that is from year 2013 to 2020. So, let me know in the comment section what is the first commitment period for Kyoto Protocol. And next, what is the aim of the what is the aim of the amendment that has brought in, and second commitment period should have something to follow. Here they have targeted at reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 18%, at least 18% below 1990 levels. So these are the basic information level. Basic information that you should know about Kyoto Protocol, and we'll be bringing up more videos like this. If you did not subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and please share these basic videos with your friends who are in need of getting environmental series. So thank you and please subscribe.